Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you want to create these cool mobile applications or mobile games in a matter of minutes and also deploy them on your private phone, on your personal phone and test them out on the fly? Then guys, you are at the right video because today I'm going to create a cool mobile application game for you like this ball game, and we not only we are going to create this game, we are going to also deploy it on our personal phone, test it out, and it's all going to be in a matter of a short time. We will do this with the help of Expo Go. So we are going to learn what is Expo Go and how you can build with it. So let's get started. First of all guys, what is Expo Go? Expo Go guys is an open source application for Android and iOS. So you can actually install it as an Android or iOS on your phone. You can even install it as an emulator for Android and iOS. But the thing is that this lets you run and test your React Native projects instantly without compiling any native code. So basically guys, Expo Go actually acts as a sandbox environment. So as you can see on my screen with these screenshots, it is actually a sandbox environment where you can rapidly develop your JavaScript, your React Native applications, and all you need to do is scan a QR code. So yes guys, as you can see on my screen, whenever you will develop your application with Expo Go, it is going to give you a QR code, and all you have to do is scan it with your Expo Go mobile application, and instantly you will be able to see your application running on your phone. So this is basically the gist, and that is how we are going to build this ball app application and test it on our phone. Let's get started. So first of all guys, how do you develop this application? And for developing this, I am actually going to use Replit. So if you have not seen my Replit IDE video, it is a must watch. Replit is a online IDE that allows you to create mobile applications and normal applications with the help of AI. So you can obviously use this prompt right here, and it, just by clicking enter, it is going to start building your application for you. And that is how I created my application. Let's see the prompt that I have given. So if you go on the top, you can see that this is the prompt I gave, that you are an expert in gaming app development. Create an application where we just show a ball rolling, a 3D ball rolling throughout the mobile screen. When I gave that prompt, you can see that the the AI agent instantly started to work, and it created this sort of application for me where just ignore the green dot for now. At that point of time, there was only this blue ball, and if I just refresh it, you will see the blue ball was actually running across. You can see it was just bouncing across the screen. Then I gave it my second prompt, that randomly create a small green dot on the screen, and the game is to hit the green dot throughout the rolling ball. So the game is basically guys that this green dot is going to appear, and my blue ball, as soon as this hits the green dot, it is going to give me points. And to make it hit the green dot guys, what do I have to do? I have to tilt my phone. So when you will test this on your phone, you have to tilt your phone so that the blue ball doesn't get staying on the bottom because of gravity. You can actually move it towards the green dot to get a point. And when I gave this prompt, you can see that finally this application was created. But what did I not understand here? I did not understand how this AI actually created this app. And you can see that Replit very smartly, when I asked it which language this application is in, it gave me that this is using React Native and it is using Expo. Why did Replit use Expo? Because it can let the same TypeScript code run on iOS and Android. So guys, with React Native, you can run the same code and build it for iOS, and you can build it for Android as well. And these libraries of iOS and application of Android support are actually built in inside of Expo. So that gives you an added advantage by using Expo Go as a building mechanism, as a library for your React Native code. You will not only be able to do normal React Native libraries, for example like creating a ball, creating a canvas, etc. You will also be able to include all that extra libraries that you have to build on Android and iOS. Those are all bundled inside this Expo Go. And it also has some plugins to actually run this application on your Android emulator, iOS emulator, or even on your private phone. So that is why my AI agent selected this. And this is what got me a lot curious about what is Expo Go. So you can see that next we are going to see what is actually Expo Go. Before that, let me just scan this application for you and let me run this on my phone so that you can see how that works. Okay guys, so now you can see that I am on my phone and I have got this Expo Go application right here. You can see that this is the Expo Go application, and I will just click on Expo Go application guys, and here you will get some options to enter the URL or you can scan the QR, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scan the QR, and this QR code is going to scan the exact screen that I was just showing you on my desktop. Now you can see that it is bundling with 40%, 50%. So it is basically bundling my entire code that I have made with Expo Go and React Native. And as soon as this gets completely built, I will see the application running on my screen. So as I told you before guys, Expo Go basically acts like a sandbox. It gives you a testing mechanism to test your application. Now you can see guys, and you can see that the ball is not sitting on the ground because I am actually tilting my phone to move the ball forward on the top and the bottom, on the left and on the right. So you can see guys that this is such a cool and a simple game, and it looks really pretty as well, and I did it all in a matter of minutes with the help of Replit AI, which is using Expo Go and React Native. So now let's get back to the video and learn a little bit of more basics about Expo Go. Okay guys, now we are back to our desktops. So now let's just understand a little bit more about Expo Go builds and how can you actually deploy this application. So for example, this application that I have just created, I do want to release this application on the Google App Store or Apple App Store, right? But I can't just give people this scan the QR code and just start playing with my game, right? I can't just do that. I want to create a build that I can have an APK file, or for iOS I can have a different type of file, but I just want that build file to release it to my customers. And for that guys, let's go into a different link, which is an Expo Go documentation. And here they have explained in detail that what is an Expo Go build and what is a development build and which build we should use. Now, the answer to this question is very basic, guys. Obviously, when you are running your application on an Expo Go application, right? When I was just running my ball game on my Expo Go Android application to try it out, then I was using an Expo Go build, right? But which is this Expo Go Android application, right? Whenever I want to test my application. But when I want to release it, for example, this is my application name, dev build. Let's say this is my application name. Then I want to release it as its own application. Then I need to have my development build. Now, if you scroll through this page, guys, it will also show you when to use what build and what is actually an Expo Go build. What is the difference between the development build? What are the limitations? So I'm just going to explain you in a very small amount of time, guys, in a very short detail. So basically, guys, Expo Go is a set of libraries. So whenever you build an application with React Native, or let's say you are building a mobile application with React Native from scratch, you need to do a lot of boilerplate code, lot of libraries you have to include, for example, for push notification, for routing, navigation, etc., to actually run that application on your phone or to test it on your phone. You have to do a lot of boilerplate stuff. Expo Go just removes all of that, because by building with Expo Go library, you are actually automatically including all these extra stuff that you need with React Native. So you will get a look and feel of React Native, but you will also get the capability to run that application on your phone. So it does cut out a lot of work. But what happens here, that it does have its limitations. So there could be certain libraries that you need in your Expo Go build, but they might not be available. Okay, so if you have certain extra type of specific requirement which you think you are not able to do that with the help of an Expo Go, you are not able to test that functionality in Expo Go build or in your Expo Go app, then it is best to create a development build and just place it on your phone and try it manually. Okay, so if you are not able to test certain functionality, then go with the development build. There are also certain other things, guys, that let's say you have your Expo build and it was working really well in your Expo Go application, right? But we have to understand that this is a sandbox environment, right? So when, let's say, you actually created that application in a development build and then you deployed it on production or you place it on the app store, it is possible that it does not work as expected. Okay, so it is very important for also to you to test that application both in the Expo Go and on your development build. Okay, obviously, guys, the answer to the question is that if you are having a very complex app that Expo Go doesn't provide you all the testing functionality at this point, you should graduate to a development build. And obviously, if you are releasing your code to production, you should graduate to a development build. Now, how do you get started with a development build? It is very, very easy, guys. The thing that you have to do is just for Android, you do EAS build platform Android profile development, and for iOS, you do EAS platform iOS profile development. This you are doing with the help of EAS Expo Application Service Library. Okay, but if you don't want to use this library, guys, you can just simply use your Node.js command, and that Node.js command is this. So the npx expo run iOS, npx expo run Android. So this is why, because if you have a local development environment and you are already running that application on your local, so for example, I already have my local development environment, right? I have Node.js, npm, everything is there. If I go to my terminal, I'll be able to execute those commands. So if you have that local Node.js environment available, you can simply use these commands. Otherwise, you need to download the EAS, which is Expo Application Library, right? Expo Application Service. Okay, and that is how, guys, you are able to release your code to production. With that, you will be able to take this application and put it on Google App Store or Apple App Store, and everybody will be able to use it, download it, and install it on their phones. So that was a video, guys. You saw that how quickly we created a really cool game with just the help of two prompts. So yes, guys, I only used two prompts in it and we created a fantastic game. And not only that, we were able to deploy it and test it on our phones. So if you guys like this video and you want to learn more about Expo, I would highly recommend you to like this video first and go check out Expo development. And also, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, please also share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback for me, please do write down in the comment section below. In the end, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming, coding, and AI related videos. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Until then, take care and bye bye.